But I think the main mistake of Mr. Wells's philosophy is a somewhat deeper one that he expresses in a very entertaining manner in the introductory part of the New Utopia. His philosophy in some sense amounts to a denial of the possibility of philosophy itself. At least, he maintains that there are no secure and reliable ideas upon which we can rest with a final mental satisfaction. It will be both clearer, however, and more amusing to quote Mr. Wells himself. He says, "Nothing endures, nothing is precise and certain, except the mind of a pedant. Being, indeed, there is no being, but a universal becoming of individualities, and Plato turned his back on truth when he turned towards his museum of specific ideals." Mr. Wells says again, "There is no abiding thing in what we know. We change from weaker to stronger lights, and each more powerful light pierces our hitherto opaque foundations and reveals fresh and different opacities below." Now, when Mr. Wells says things like this, I speak with all respect when I say that he does not observe an evident mental distinction. It cannot be true that there is nothing abiding in what we know, for if that were so, we should not know it at all, and should not call it knowledge. Our mental state may be very different from that of somebody else some thousands of years back, but it cannot be entirely different, or else we should not be conscious of a difference. Mr. Wells must surely realize the first and simplest of the paradoxes that sit by the springs of truth. He must surely see that the fact of two things being different implies that they are similar. The hare and the tortoise may differ in the quality of swiftness, but they must agree in the quality of motion. The swiftest hare cannot be swifter than an isosceles triangle, or the idea of pinkness. When we say the hare moves faster, we say that the tortoise moves, and when we say of a thing that it moves, we say without need of other words that there are things that do not move. And even in the act of saying that things change, we say that there is something unchangeable.